Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel Auto AI Learners. In this video, we are going to solve very common problem that almost every business or organizations faces. Manage a large number of incoming emails. It might be complaints, queries or feedback. Usually, teams spend hours manually reading, sorting and replying to each message. This not only wastes time but also delays responses, which can affect customer satisfaction and efficiency. So today we are going to build an AI-powered email automation agent in n8n that completely automates this process. Here is how it works. Whenever a new email arrives, our AI classifier agent reads the message and automatically classifies whether it is a complaint or a query or feedback. Based on that classification, the workflow will intelligently route the email to the correct handler, whether it's a complaint handler, a query handler connected to a tool, or a feedback responder. Finally, it will generate and send a personalized reply automatically without any manual effort. By the end of this video, you will have a complete AI workflow in n8n that can read emails, understand the intent, and respond smartly, just like a real support executive. So, let's dive in and start building. Let's open Google Chrome and go to n8n canvas. In my case, I have hosted n8n in my EC2. I'm going to that particular EC2 n8n instance. Go to there, just log in into your account. Once you log in, click on create workflow. You can see that you can give workflow name over here. In my case, I am going to give customer support email agent. Customer support email agent. You can give whatever name you want. Alright. Once this is done, if you see our workflow, our first node should be email trigger node. So let's select email trigger nodes, click on plus and then search for email or Gmail. So you can see that Gmail is over here, and then we need triggers, not actions, right? So click on message received. Once you select on message received, you have to select your Gmail account, right? Click over here. So my account is already connected, so I am not going to connect again. If you want to connect, you can simply log in with your Gmail account. It will connect your Gmail account automatically, right? Once my Gmail trigger is node is ready, I can test whether emails are receiving or not. This Gmail trigger is working or not. In this Gmail, I have configured my email called technogrowth.academy@gmail.com. So this is the email I have configured over there, and naresh.k.suruvu@gmail.com is my Gmail. From here, I am going to send one email to whatever email I have configured in n8n, right? Click on compose and then write your email. Just click on test. Right now I am not worrying about what email I am sending. Later stage I will write a correct email, right? So what I'll do now, let me say, I'll say that your product is very good. Your product is very good. Then click on send. So let me test workflow now. Right. So you can see over there, ID is this, and then thread ID is this, snippet is this, payment is, you can see that snippet, your product is very good, right? So first step we have completed successfully. The next step is we have to take a classifier agent which can classifies whether the received email is complaint or query or feedback, right? So let's click on plus and then take one AI agent over here. Click on AI agent, right? Once you select here, first source for prompt, user message, you need to select define below, and then you have to give the prompt. What prompt is going to here? User message is, you have to get, this is the subject here. Currently we don't require a subject, we need the body of email. So body of the email we are receiving over here, right? Simply drag this snippet into user message. Now user message is done. Now we are required to send system message, right? What system message we are going to send? I have already given, I have uploaded this our workflow to the chat GPT and asked give me prompts to this particular AI agents. The first prompt it is given, you are an email classifier for a customer support automation system. Analyze the following email and categorize it into exactly one of the three types, either complaint, query or feedback. So let's take this, and I am not taking email content because email content I have already sending in user message field, right? Paste it now. So we have given user message and then we have given system prompt as well. Now we need to assign a brain to this AI agent, correct? So click on chart model and then select any chart model. In my case, I am using OpenAI chart model. Click on OpenAI chart model. It will ask you to select your OpenAI account. I have already configured my OpenAI account. In case if you didn't configure OpenAI account, just click on create new credential. Add your OpenAI API key which you get from OpenAI platform. And then organizational ID is optional. Keep the base URL as it is and click on save. It will connect to your OpenAI account successfully. Once this is done, you have to select the model. The model I am going to select here GPT-4o mini. In case if you want a different model, you can also select a different model, right? Once this is done, just click on save now. So you can click on AI agent. We have already input to our agent from our left side. So what I will do, I will quickly click on test step so that it will generate some output. My expectation is it is going to generate one output in either complaint or query or feedback. Let's see how it responds. Click on test step. All right. So you can see the output. It is saying that type feedback reason. The user is expressing appreciation for the product, which categorized it as a positive feedback. Correct. So we are successfully receiving a output from our, you can see, click on JSON. So you can see that there is a small, in the output, it is not in a proper JSON format. It is in stringified format, right? What we need to convert it into proper stringified format. So now what I will do, I will do one thing. Instead of this prompt, I will do whatever we are giving here, output strict format. Instead of giving here, I will give structured output. Just click on, double click on your AI agent and then select require specific output format. Once you select require specific output format, you can see that output parser will be enabled. Click on output parser. Once you click on output parser, you have to select one of these options. In my case, I am expecting a structured output. That's why I am going to take structured output parser. Once you click on that, it will ask you JSON example. You have to select any one option, either generate from JSON example or define below. I am selecting any generate from JSON example, and then I am going to give my JSON object example, right? So it is giving error because it is having special character in between. What I will do, I will delete this quickly and then I will give as complaint or query or feedback, right? So now it is in proper JSON format, right? Once this is done, click on your AI agent and then click on test app. Remember previous output and then see how we receive output now. All right, you can see over here, now it is a proper JSON object, right? So now my first step is done, which is email trigger. I am triggering email successfully, and then I have written my classifier agent. Let me name it as a classifier agent, and my classifier agent successfully tested the incoming email and then classified it as a feedback, right? Now if you go over here, first step we have done, which is taking email trigger, and then we have attached it to classifier agent. Now agent has three options as an output. Either it will give you complaint or query or feedback, right? So what we need, either you can take if else, so that you can route your your agent output. Based on your agent output, you can route your path, or you can take a switch node, so that switch also do the same, right? So what I will do now, I'll click on plus, I'll select a switch node, click on switch. Once you click on switch, it will ask you routing rules, on what basis you want to route your agent, correct? So now what I will do, I will select output type. If type is equal to feedback, remember I have given f as a caps. You can see my output, structured output, everywhere I have given complaint caps C, query caps Q, and then feedback caps F. You have to use exactly, because we are using equal operator over here. If you don't want equal, you can take several options, exist option, so that it will only check whether that particular word is exist or not, correct? Or you can also take contains. In my case, my agent, I have given clear instruction to give me in this particular format. That's why I am going to select is equal to feedback, right? So my first rule is done. And then what I have to do, I have three rules over here. So click on add routing, another routing rule. So same input will get this switch node, correct? So is equal to, second case, it will be a query instead of feedback. And then click on add routing rule. Same input it will get, but this time output would be feedback is done, query is done, and this time output would be complaint. Or let me take feedback in the last section, and then I will take complaint in the first section. Complaint, correct? So make sure you don't have any spelling mistakes. Just click on test step. So you can see that since this falls under feedback, your third routing rule is been activated, correct? So if you see, your output 0 is not activated, output 1 is not activated, output 2 is activated, because the agent output was feedback. So that's why it is activated feedback router, right? So we have tested Gmail trigger, we have done our classifier agent, we have attached our chart model, and then we clearly instructed to agent, give me structured output, and that output should contain a type key, and type should be feedback or complaint or query, right? Done. Now let's take one more agent, which is complaint handler or feedback handler. Since our routing is selected feedback handler, let me take feedback handler AI agent, and then I'll go to complaint handler. Just click on plus, select one more AI agent over here, correct? So instead of, for source prompt, you have to select define below. Then user prompt should be user message is, go to your Gmail trigger, and then you have to select snippet over here, right? Our user message is done. Now click on add option, select system message. What system message we are going to add? I'm going to chat GPT. So since we are handling feedback now, I'll going feedback handler agent prompt. So what is the system message I'm going to give? I'm going to give, you are a feedback response agent. Read the feedback and respond warmly and appreciatively. If it's a positive, thank the user sincerely. If it's a negative or suggestive, thank them for their input and mention that it helps improve the service. Correct. Tone should be grateful, human and personal. Right. So just simply copy this, go to the n8n and then replace your system prompt. Right. So if you observe the flow, what we have done, we are handling feedback handler now. Once feedback handler output should go to the email as the customer. Correct. So generally what email requires is it requires subject and as well as body, right? So what I will do now, I will select require specific output format, because I want both subject and as well as body. Click over here. Once you click on required specific format, then your agent will have an option to select output parser. Click on plus, take structured output parser. I am looking for two things. One is subject and another one is body. So here I will mention give me subject of the email. Here I will mention body of the email. Right. So once this is done, what we need to do, this AI agent, we haven't assigned any chart model yet. Just click on plus over here and then select OpenAI chart model. You can select any chart model. In this case, I am going OpenAI chart model. I am keeping as it is my model and then my account details. Right. So this is done. See, if you want to test, click on your AI agent. Your AI agent is already having user input. Just click on test step. Once you click on test step, your agent should give proper output with subject and as well as body. See the subject, since it is a feedback, subject it is generating as thank you for your feedback, and body it is selecting dear user, thank you so much for your kind words. We are thrilled to hear that you find our product is very good. A pretty good body it has generated, right? Now let's reply to that particular email. For that what we need to send an email, right? So click on plus over here and then search for Gmail node. Inside Gmail node you will find several options. So what we are looking for, send a message. Just click on send a message, right? So once you click on send a message, you need some options to be provided, correct? The first option would be to whom we are going to send the mail. Where we will get this, you go to the Gmail trigger. Inside Gmail trigger, you can see that there is a from address. For this email address, we are going to reply, right? So this email is going to be to email address for us, right? So email address has been selected. Now what? We need to select the subject, correct? So where we get subject? Subject we are getting from our AI agent, correct? So just click on subject and drag drop over into subject, correct? So we have selected to address, we have selected subject, then we have to select email type. So what our agent is replying? Our agent is replying plain text as a body, correct? In case if you prompt the agent to reply in a HTML format, it will reply in HTML format. In that case, you have to select HTML. But in this case, it is giving plain text, so we have to select text option. So I have selected the text option. Then we need to provide body, which is inside message. So let me drag drop over here, and then we have provided body. So basically we have configured all the required parameters. Now if I click test step now, I should receive an appreciation email for my feedback. Let me test step and then check my inbox, right? You can see over here it is already sent to my email address. So let me go to my email address. So you can see that from Technogrowth email, which is we configured in our n8n, I have received an email saying that thank you for your feedback is my subject, and then reply you can see that thank you so much for your kind words. We are thrilled to hear that you find our product to be very good. Your support means a lot of us, right? So now there is one problem over here. We are seeing that this email was sent automatically with n8n, this stuff we are seeing, right? Let me disable it. For that, what we need to do, you select the Gmail option and then click on add option. Once you click on add option, you will see several options. In case if you want to CC someone, you can also select the CC option. Right now I am not selecting. If you want, you can select CC also, right? So what we are going to do, we are going to delete this email was sent automatically with n8n. For that, what we need to select append n8n attribution. Once you select append n8n attribution, there is a toggle button over here. You just need to disable that. Once you disable, click test step again and then go to your email inbox. Just click on your email inbox. You can see that another new email has been received. Now this time open the email. Same subject I have got, same body I have got, but if you observe previous email, I am not getting that n8n attribute, right? That's it. So we have what we have done so far. So far we have done implemented email trigger, implemented classified agent, implemented a switch to route our query, and then we have taken feedback email, we have implemented feedback handler, then we are sending a proper email reply to the customer, correct? So next what is the step? Either we can take query handler plus tool, or we can take complaint handler. Since complaint handler is a plain AI agent, let me take complaint handler and complete it, then we will move to query handler, right? Okay, so go to your n8n again. Our first step is done. Now we need to activate this, right? For that, what we need this AI agent, classifier AI agent should give complaint as a option, correct? Currently it is giving type feedback, that's why it is selecting this path. Now we want to select 0th path. For that, we need to send a complaint, right? So let me go to my email and then click on compose. I will do one thing. I will send a mail, complaint mail. This is the email I have configured in my n8n. Subject, I will write your product is not working. I will write hi, unfortunately your product is not working, right? So this is a complaint, correct? So what I'll do, I will click on send button. Once you click on send button, let me see whether I have received that email or not. Still I didn't receive my email. Let me refresh. Still I didn't receive. I don't know what is the error. Click on inbox. Yes, you can see over now here, Naresh Kumar sent, your product is not working. Now let's go and click on test workflow. This time it should activate 0th path, correct? Because it is a complaint. You can see that a green tick over here, which means it is selecting 0th path right now. So let me go step by step. Go to Gmail trigger. What we have received? We have received hi, unfortunately your product is not working, which is correct. And then it went to AI agent. AI agent generated output type as a complaint. Reason what it has given? It has given the user expresses dissatisfaction with the product not working, correct? It is clearly a complaint case. So our agent is also categorized it as a complaint. Once it came to complaint, it went to switch node. The switch node output, again it is a complaint, and you can see over here this time it is giving output 0 instead of output 2, correct? If it is a feedback, we would have gone to output 2. Since it is a complaint, we have come to output 0 now. So let me take an AI agent over here, click on plus button and then select AI agent. Right, I have clicked on AI agent. Once you click on AI agent, source of prompt you have to select define below, and then you select user message is. We can get user message inside Gmail trigger, right? So copy this snippet over here. So user prompt we have finished. Now what we need to give system message. So system message, go to chat GPT. So this time we are handling complaint. So this is the thing system has been given. You are a complaint handling agent for a company. Your job is to drop a professional, polite and empathetic reply to users complaint. Correct? Okay. So following format I am not going to copy. I am going to copy only this much, because every time agent should generate subject and body. So that because of that, what I will do, I will give required structured output. Right. So go to your agent, replace your system message with this prompt. Once you replace this, here there is an option called require specific output format. Select it. Once you select, it will enable output parser. Click on output parser and then select structure output parser. If you observe closely, we are looking for same structured output from the above agent also. So what I will do, I will copy this JSON and then go to tools output parser, select structured output parser, paste over here. Correct. Now, so structured output we have given. Then what we need to give? We need to give one chart model to that particular agent. Correct. So let me give the chart model. Click on chart model memory and then click on OpenAI chart model. Right. Once you select OpenAI chart model, by default I am giving default configurations. If you want to give another model, you can select another model as well. Right. So once this is done, go to AI agent, just click on test step. Now it should give output as body and then subject. Correct. So see the subject, apologies for the issue with your product. Body, dear customer, thank you for reaching out us regarding the issue you are experiencing with our product. I sincerely apologize for the inconvenience. So pretty good email it has been generated. Now what I need to do, if you see our structure, what we need, we have finished complaint handler, then we need to send this to email. Correct. So just copy this Gmail node and then paste over here. Just connect both the nodes. Why I am connecting both the nodes? Because if you observe closely, we are dropping subject, we are dropping body, and then we need two address from the earlier node. Correct. So whatever nodes earlier Gmail was using, same node, same configuration, output configurations it is using. That's why I copy pasted. Instead of copy pasted, you can also take Gmail node and you can configure everything from the scratch. Right. So once it is done, then what I'll do, I'll click test step. So now you can see that I have received an email. Let me go to my inbox and you can see apologies for the issue with your product. Dear customer, thank you for reaching out. The name and all it has given. See, since it is your name and customer support team not given, because I haven't mentioned any company name or my name in my prompt. If I mention that, it will give the same name. Right. So done. What we have done so far? So far we have done feedback handler and then complaint handler. Now let us implement query handler. Yes. So to implement query handler, what I will do, I can click on plus and then select AI agent. Right. So if you see my earlier video where I have built a rack based application, where I built an AI agent and given my PZ vector store as a tool. Right. So I'll go to my previous workflow. So you can see over here, I have selected one AI agent and then I have selected OpenAI chart model and then I have given Postgres PZ vector store as a tool to that agent. So that whenever a question asked by the user, agent will refer to our tool and then answer the question. So what I'll do, I'll copy it and then I'll go to our current working flow and I will paste it. So once you paste it, it looks something like this. So just connect it. So you can see over here, there is an error. No code connected to required input model. Yeah, one input model is missing. So what I'll do, I'll select OpenAI chart model. If you see here, I think we haven't selected this OpenAI chart model. So I will select OpenAI chat model. That's it. So that error has been gone. Now what we are given, we have added an AI agent which was developed in earlier workflow. So to do that, what we need to do, we simply select those particular nodes and then click on Control C, come to this workflow, click on Control V, so that whatever nodes you have copied in earlier workflow, all nodes will be pasted over here. In case if you need your AI agent prompt, you have to change little bit, right? User message, it is not json.message.text in this case. In this case, it is going to be a snippet, correct? So what I'll do, I'll quickly delete it and add snippet. Now what will happen? System message I need to change. For that, what I'll do, I'll go to my chat GPT and then I will select classifier agent. I have given complaint handler. So you are a complaint handling agent for a company. Your job is to draft professional, polite and empathic reply to the user's complaint. So tone, this is required. If required, mention that issue is being escalated to support team. So they are not given any tool access. What I'll do, I will copy paste this and then I will tell to the agent, use the below tool. Use the PZ vector tool to answer the question. All right. So I have given tool access as well. Now what I have to select? I have to select required specific output format because I am expecting a structured output from this AI agent. Now click on plus and then select structured output parser. Before, what I'll do, I'll go to previous node structures output parser, copy the JSON and then I'll click on tool output parser, select structure output parser, paste whatever you copied, right? So once this is done, your agent is ready to handle queries. Now what I'll do, I'll save it quickly. So you see that it is little messy, all the names and all. So what I will do, I'll give the proper names so that you can identify what agent does what, correct? So for this AI agent, what we have given the name, it is a classifier agent. Let me double click on it, select here, give classifier agent as a name, just rename it. That's it. We are not doing anything, we are simply renaming the agent, right? So this agent is handling complaints, so we are going to give complaint handler or complaint agent, right? So click on a pencil icon over here, give the name whatever you want. I'll give complaint handler, rename it. Then this is going to be my feedback handler. So what I'll do, I'll give it the name as a feedback handler. All right, rename it. Now what this is doing, this is giving answers to the user queries. So for that, what I'll do, I'll add it as a query handler, correct? All right. So now you see it is pretty simple to identify which agent is doing what kind of task, correct? So once this is done, what I have to do now, I have to send a mail which is related to any organization, correct? So right now my PZ vector is having I think about leave policy and medical policy. So I am going to ask about only that, so that our agent has access of those documents. In case if you want, you can create a new question answer PDF. You can upload that into your PZ vector, correct? So go to your email, click on compose and then you have to select technogrowth, whatever the mail you have configured in n8n. Subject, you are going to give you can give any subject because we are not handling subject over here. So what I'll do, I will ask a query, QUERY. Now here what I need, hi, can you explain about leave policy of auto AI learners. So this is the mail I am going to send. Just click on send. I have successfully sent the email. You can see over here. Hi, can you explain about leave policy of AutoAI learners? Right. So let's go to our agent, our workflow, and then click on test workflow. Now this time agent should give what output it should give. It should give output as a query, since it is a query. See, we haven't added subject over here, we are adding only body. Still it is identified as a query, right? In case for the better judgment, you can also add subject, right? Subject over here we haven't added over here. In case if you want, you can add it, right? Now all these things executed successfully. You can see that my output parser is executed, my Postgre vector store is also executed. Now see query handler, what output it has given. See the subject, leave policy of AutoAI learners, and then body. The leave policy of AutoAI learners provides guidelines regarding leave entitlements procedures and casual leave 12 days. So this is same content whatever is there in my leave policy. So it is fetching the data from our PZ vector store. Right. Now what is our next step? Our next step is to email this to the user. Correct. So copy same email node, because anyway configuration is going to same. Just drag drop over here, connect this to email. Now double click on email. You can see subject over here, body over here. I am also handling subject and as well as body. So since this from address will come from Gmail trigger, and this Gmail trigger is common for over this workflow. Correct. Now let's click on test step. It should send an email, right? So email has been sent. Go to your inbox, and then you can see that technogrowth.academy. I have received one email about leave policy. The leave policy of AutoAI learners is this. So type of leave is casual leave, sick leave, end leave, and then maternity leave, etc. Correct. So what I will do, I will quickly show you my document. So you can see over here AutoAI learners leave policy. This is the document I have uploaded in my vector store. You can see that casual leaves are 12 days, sick leaves are 12 days, end leaves are 1 day off for every 20 days of work, and maternity leave is 26 weeks. So same output I have got over here, 26 weeks of paid leave for female employees, right? So why I have uploaded this document? Instead of this document, you can upload your own document. Let's say you are working in a e-commerce based company. You can upload your product catalogs, or you can upload your company related questions, or you can upload your written policies. Whatever document it is, you can upload into any PZ vector store. From there you can handle user queries through your email. Correct. Now, so all our workflow we have implemented successfully. Let me save it. Right guys, if you observe carefully our workflow, we can see that complaint handler is also sending email, query handler is also sending an email, feedback handler is also sending an email. And if you see the email node, I have copy pasted everywhere. It means all configurations are similar, right? So then why do we take 3 nodes instead of 1 node, right? We should have taken a single node, correct? All these agents we should have connected to single Gmail node, right? Why we didn't connect? Let's say in case tomorrow if you want to do any enhancements, let's say when complaint handler handle the complaint and then send some response to the user, after that let's say you want to raise a ticket in your ticketing system, right? After sending email, what you can do, you can make an API call, or you can use any third party tool, right? And then you can raise a ticket to the concerned department so that that complaint will be handled by them, correct? Similarly for query also, in case if your query is failed to answer any query handler failed to answer any query, you can handle separately, right? Also in the feedback handler, if you want to enhance the flow, you can do it without depending on any other handlers. So that is the reason I have taken separate email nodes. In case you are only looking for this kind of agent, you can merge all them together. But later stage, if you want to do some more enhancements, this is the better approach I felt. That's why I have implemented in such a way, right? So this is how you have to implement a customer support email handler using n8n without any code. I hope you liked the video. In case this content is useful to you, please like the video, comment something and hit subscribe button. Thank you so much for your time. We'll meet in next video.